what is public speaking? Who is a good speaker? And for me, it's not someone who has the perfect words and it's fluent and fast. It's someone who can show up with truth, with emotion and passion, and with energy that reaches people even before the words do.
What is the speech plan you generally apply for these situations? And how do you make sure that you are following the speech plan throughout the speech?
Thank you very much for the question. So, my speech plan when is usually speaking in short bursts, and word linkage. So I try to link 1, 2 words, and then I pause so I can breathe. And how I make sure I follow my speech plan, it's practice.
Silvia, your story was amazing. This program has helped many people and it really changes lives. When you work hard, you always get something good in return. I believe that with time and practice, every person here can success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Fatima. And I wanted to add that you are perfectly right. And also, it doesn't matter at which age you decided to start this kind of path, because with mind training, your brain is plastic, so we can inject some positive thought, and we can replace our bad memories with good memories.
You have such a kind, great, infectious, wonderful energy. Like what you're saying, it finds its way directly to the listener, directly to the heart. So truthful. Like I instantly, the moment you start speaking, I'm with you until you
Thank
finish. Yeah. So fantastic job. My question is, since you mentioned that the speaking culture in Italy is quite a bit different than in Sweden, uh, how do you handle that? Like, how do you handle especially the interruptions? Because I know for me and for some other people, getting interrupted is sometimes difficult. What is your strategy?
Hi, Noah. Thank you very much for your feedback. I appreciate it a lot. And your question is a good one. When people interrupt you, if it's a friend or some family member, I usually say, let me finish. If it's someone else at work, I always try to say, sorry, I have to finish, or give me 1 minute.
Your Sam talk, as usual, was amazing, phenomenal. I have been waiting for your Sam talk for so long now. And man, the wait was worth it. You were so energetic throughout your entire Sam talk. Also, you speak really fluently now, and I love your Italian accent a lot. Like, I wish that it would be my accent as well.
Thank you very much, Yazin. I appreciate it, and this makes me feel very happy. Also, thank you for my Italian accent. It's something I don't like. So, yeah, when I speak in English, and also right now that I live in Italy, so my Italian is even stronger. Yeah, for me, it's a plus if someone finds my accent nice.
My question to you is what is your daily routine now and earlier, and how it has changed?
I'm doing auto suggestion in the morning and in the night. Sometimes I play my affirmation even when I sleep, as I believe that my brain somewhere is still listening to that. And as I have two small kids, I have to read a lot.
I don't know, Silvia, if you remember me. I think we joined WSSA at a similar time. So
Yes.
when I saw in an email the information that you will give talk, I was so thrilled. I was like, wow, I will hear that Silvia speaking. So I am so glad to be able to see you, to hear you. Yeah, and I'm very impressed by your story. By the way, it was a great speech. Thanks to these pauses that you used. It was a pleasure to listen to you, to absorb all what you are saying. Yeah, I'm so impressed because I know that the theory is one thing and practice is another. And especially during challenging times, to apply all the mind training and speaking routine can be difficult and requires hard work and determination. And yeah, and it was also very encouraging and inspiring for me because I'm a stage where I am thinking about joining Toastmasters. And I was wondering, would it be a big success or a big failure? Still, yeah, but you encouraged me so much to do it. So thank you so much, and I give you all the success in the future.
Thank you, Maria. And I remember you, yeah, we did some training session together. And about Toastmaster, there is no failure when you do something wrong, if we can say wrong. You have something to learn, something to improve.
If I hadn't seen you before, I wouldn't have ever have guessed that you had a problem speaking. My question, I guess, is did you find it harder to speak when you were in Sweden or when you were in Italy?
Thank you, Aaron. This is a good question, actually. When I was in Sweden, my main issue was that English is not my mother tongue, so I had the difficulties in speaking fluent. But in Sweden, your people are very relaxed, so you can take your time. Everyone is so patient. Instead, in Italy, there is no time, so people just talk and run. And so I would say in Italy. In Italy, so before moving to Sweden, I was a severe stutter, and so I got a lot of bad experiences. And now that I have the crutches and the auto-suggestion, I know that I can handle that.
Our speech is a direct product or a direct result of our daily routine. The more honed in we are, the more focused we are with our daily routine, the better our speech will be. And that's something I've experienced myself. Now, you did mention that you have a pretty solid daily routine, with your affirmations and your reading to your kids as well. Number one, like how many hours do you spend reading out loud? And number two, on the affirmation side, do you have a specific kind of an affirmation that's your go-to affirmation when you're not feeling that great?
Yes, that's a great question. So when I do auto-suggestion, the affirmation I prefer the most is I love to speak in all of the venues. And the other one is I reject the fear in all of its form and use my speech plan. and I repeated. So I spend 30 minutes, 40 minutes now, and I usually read books for kids.
How do you do to resist time pressure in Italy? Because they all speak very fast and very loud. How do you do to don't feel the urge to just respond and take a pause?
I just don't care about the speed of the other people. So, and also I got used to do a lot of pauses.
Ciao Silvia, parlo solo un po' di italiano. Il tuo discorso è stato fantastico. So brava. Well done. I really loved all the hand gestures. When you are doing your mind training, the affirmations, are you stating them and or listening to them in English or Italian? Well done. Thank you.
Hi, Patricia. And your Italian is beautiful. So yeah, congratulations. And for the positive affirmation in English. As I started this program when I lived when I was living in Sweden. So I still have it in English. Maybe I could change in Italian, but I feel more confident with English. So
fantastic talk. It was amazing, so motivating. I heard things like speaking is not a competition. Use your own voice. I do have something to ask you. I have many cousins in Italy, and I go to see them lots. I'll be seeing them at the end of June for several weeks. And it's hard to start talking because around the table, they talk. And I have one of my affirmations is I will speak my urge impulse immediately without planning. So what I wanted to know some tips for, because I'm waiting around the table, I have things to say, it's hard to get in. And then I at times get, nervous about speaking. So any tips, Silvia? Thank you very much.
Hi, Cindy. This is a great question. So since they are family member, you can clearly say, okay, what I did with my parents and with my sister speaks very well, but too fast. And she was interrupting me anytime I was saying, okay, stop it. You make me feel very anxious. Okay, stay calm. Let me finish my sentence. And she said, oh, yeah, sorry, yes. Yeah, you can finish. Because let's say that Italians, they do like that because of the culture. It's something inside the culture.
Awesome. That was an amazing speech. And I just wanted to know if you have any information for someone that is going to start Postmasters soon, as I am going to start it next month.
And information, just go with the flow. Don't be afraid.
So it's all about getting the flow, and once you have that and you got connection with someone, then it's kind of easier to talk, and you get your confidence from that. But do you ever lose your confidence when you start to talk, and then perhaps you have one or two words that don't come out so well?
No, I make mistake, but when I realize that I'm doing a mistake, I apply a crutch or I put even more passion. And with passion, I found my formula. So if I put passion in what I'm saying, even if it's a presentation for work, I had to do a presentation 2 weeks ago, and I thought, okay, this is a work presentation. So, okay, but you put a lot of effort in your project. So be confident, be happy to be able to present what you did. So
Good evening, family. Sylvia, you're such a motivation. The question that I have for you is, I struggle to speak to my partner. and my close friend about my stammering. So I just need to check if you are free and you talk to them, like you tell them that, you know what, I'm a stammer. Because I find it so difficult with, there is no one that I ever talk to, like I'm 40 years now. I'm 43 actually, but I've never become honest to say I'm a stammerer, I try to hide it. Even now I'm having this session, I locked my door. My husband is on the other side. I don't want him to know that I'm having this. How do you deal with it?
I accepted at some point, but also yeah, stuttering doesn't define me. It's not me. And you shouldn't, it's not something you shouldn't be afraid of. And other people won't love less because they know that you stutter. And you will find out that most of the people don't care if you stutter, if you wear glasses because you don't see well. My husband, he is one of the biggest supporter. He helped me. Also, he was listening to me when I was reading aloud. So also you can see that from this perspective.
I'll say before I end, I'll thank Clifton for his usual brilliant job as a host, and I'll thank Sylvia again, whom I love like a ninth granddaughter, and thank her for being who she is and for sharing a wonderful story today.
Thank you, Lee. It's time to close our meeting. I hope that you enjoyed exchanging thoughts with ex-stutterers and those fast becoming ex-stutterers. I will now close with our motto. Feel free to say it along with me. If you can say one word anywhere, anytime, then you can say and love to say any word, anywhere, anytime. Until next Saturday, have a great weekend, everyone.